was trying to guys, I did my Intel summary early so you guys could watch it. It still hasn't uploaded, so I don't know what's going on. They might just have, has anybody ever else reported like low up? It's only 12 minutes. Usually it doesn't take this long. I've been waiting for like a half an hour for it to load. That's why I got behind. I wanted you to be able to see it so you could get on and ask questions after my summary. Because guys, once I do these summaries, oh, now it just says uploaded. Flip me. I mean, seriously, this day is a little crazy. How are you, everybody? Guys, I'm looking forward to answering your questions. I got some emails from people, and I just replied and said, get on my live stream and ask, because I hate questions in the email, because I'm not really an email person. I'm just doing this because that's why I'm going live 3 times today. Hi, I got my warm vest on. I might have to change out the battery. I'll show you what that looks like. So evidently just loaded. So hold on, I need to go back in. I'm really thirsty. I haven't even had my shake yet. How's everybody doing? Thank you that it's a 5x5. Let me grab some more water. What a crazy day, guys. I tried to get back to all your emails. And man, wiping the puppy's paws takes a lot of time. They're all kind of chilling out. Guys, so you won't believe what now my live stream has an ad. Hold on.
Values of a small business.
Hold on.
As a business owner, we have to
Skip.
think about.
Hi, I'm here. Are you there? Yeah, now you can hear me, right? Guys, you wouldn't believe. I was trying to load this thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the settings done so you can actually see it so I can load it. How is everybody? How are you feeling? It's Sunday. It's Palm Sunday. Did you go to church? Did you not? I couldn't because I've got the puppy. My husband's working. So I couldn't go to church today. Otherwise, we usually go for at least the major holidays. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to link people to this live stream so they can just watch it and then come right to the live. Choose specific video, live stream. And guys, the links are up for the margaritas at 5. I wanted to get all this done so I could rest between 2 and 5. Like after this, I can rest until 5 because otherwise I'm going, right? Made it back on. Hey, how are you? Jack, thanks for being on. I was just telling people it took forever me to load my summary with the breaking news from you guys and then the summary of everybody else, which is always the repeats of what I've done days before. So thank you for giving me the best breaking news in the Iraqi dinar, guys. Guys, I couldn't do this without you. I love you. So my summary was 12 minutes. I said it was 11 because it wouldn't load, so I guessed it was 11. It was 12 minutes and 7 seconds, 12:07. So that is officially 19, you know? I love that number. So, okay, it's just now loaded. I just put it to public because it showed as I went live. I was trying to figure out what the flapjack was going on. Crazy day here, guys. So Jack, is there any more news? Morning, everyone. Lots of rumors out there as far as rates. I know. Nobody knows the rate or date, but some people are saying it might have happened in country and they're just keeping it quiet. Jack said this morning he talks to his interpreter and his interpreter just has a smile like a Cheshire cat. I think they're saying if you're not quiet, you could lose your purchasing power on the new rate. I don't know. They could do anything they want, right, to keep this quiet. So, you know, we're just trusting that it's done, right? So, hold on. I just want to make sure it's loaded. Yeah, it's loaded. So, guys, the Intel summary is loaded when you get a chance to buy. Oh, Jack, you're on and you're not. He's not on as Jack. He's on as my special friend. Do you know you're on as your special friend instead of Jack? Did you sign under the wrong address, dude? Just so you know. Did you make it back under the wrong person? Double check. Devin Wilhelm, you're not sure why your membership didn't auto pay. Well, you're still a member, if that makes sense. I don't know. Do you have to check auto? Guys, I've never been a member of anybody on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I am really... Somebody else might be able to tell you. Yes. What does that mean? You're going to sign in under Jack? You can go back and come back in. I won't start until you get back. I'm still waiting for people to come on anyway. Hi, everybody. My name is Melanie Hinds. I do the fastest Iraqi dinar summary on the net, and I started recording it at 1 p.m. so I could get it recorded, and I got it done. I summarized it, which is hard to do because I got so many articles this morning. I picked the top 3 that I made notes on. on my notes. And then I'm like waiting forever for it to load. I know, yes, I know. Sabrina, I just told him that. So he can go out and come back in. Because Jack's not in. He's not under Jack. He's under my special friend's name, who shall remain nameless. Jack is now. He's on under Jack. Thank you for keeping his, we want to respect our intel people, guys. We need to keep them safe. And Sabrina, just delete that comment, would you? So that people don't know. Or here, I'll go back and delete the other person's comment. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to keep my special friend my special friend. Hold on. Or maybe you deleted it. Here. Remove. There we go. I removed that message. Hey, Big Al, I'm glad you're here. Sabrina's here. Jack is here. So we got enough moderators to handle this crazy chat. This morning there were so many bananas, but they were not fast food like they were on Saturday morning. They were all fast food restaurants saying, oh, can I take your order, ma'am? It was hilarious. But I took it as a miracle sign, right? Oh my gosh, I'm freezing. Dustin Welch, hey, I'm glad you're here. Guys, I'm sorry. My Intel summary just loaded as I went live. I apologize, I was a few minutes late. So guys, I was watching Black Mirror. Somebody in the chat this morning said, where can I find Black Mirror? It's on Netflix. There's now a new season. There's 7 seasons. I only watched the first season where this was a while ago, right? If you consider they do 1 season a year, I watched it 7 years ago. Oh, you should start at season 1. But if I were you, skip the first episode because it's bad. He was excited to tell you about the missing gold in Fort Knox. And yes, there are new articles just out for you. Woohoo, good. But they won't make my summary today because it is Sunday. I'm trying to take a break between when I end this and the 5 begin so I can eat. I'm going to eat. I'm going to finally order that small pepperoni pizza to be delivered. I hope they're open today on Palm Sunday. I really do. So I can get a small. Otherwise, I'm going to have cheese and crackers along with my margarita. I'm just saying. There's somebody weird in the chat. Are you an alien or demon? What are you? Just saying. Oh, guys, I'm funny. I try to be funny. I'm hoping to get a nap, but I won't need one if I have a shake with 24K. I've seen that before. Kit, yes, both. So you're an alien and a demon. Okay, well, you're welcome. You might get delivered, though. Just saying, on my chat, you have no idea. Although I love everybody, I don't judge anybody. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm a little burpy because I need to do my shake. Are you guys going to be mad if I do my shake? Guys, I have not stopped today. But I wanted to get that. I cannot believe that Intel summary just got uploaded. That's kind of crazy, right? Kind of crazy. It took like a half an hour to upload. That never happens. However, my husband is getting us a new service provider eventually. And there's more upload download speeds. It's better. It's better than the program we have, and we're saving money. So I'm glad he's looking into that. Hi, everybody says hi. Hi, Susan. Hi. You're on my live 111 watching, which is a supernatural spiritual number that means crossing over into our promised land, which I hope this thing is done. I really do. I hope and pray it's done. Yeah, so was there an article to support that? The missing gold in Fort Knox? So guys, if you have questions about the Iraqi dinar and why I think it's done, you're welcome to ask. I don't want to go through a lot of articles because I just did my summary. So Iraq is nearing the completion of the Al-Fal port. That is the original development road project that is going to bring in a lot of money through their ports, and their ports are up to date on all the newest security and all the digital systems. And then Iraq boosts oil exports with 2.4 million barrels per day pipeline deal. New deal. Was that a contract or a memorandum of understanding? Let's look into that article. This is new. Breaking news today, guys. I only do breaking news. It says on Sunday, Iraq finalized an agreement. It's not a contract, it's an agreement. Iraq finalized an agreement to enhance its oil export infrastructure, aiming to increase crude shipment capacity from the country's southern terminals. supervised by Deputy Prime Minister for Energy Affairs and Oil Minister Hayyan Abdul Ghani. The Basra Oil Company signed a contract agreement now, he calls it a contract, signs a contract with a consortium consisting of Italy's Micro, Piri, and Turkey's ESTA to construct the nation's third offshore oil export pipeline. Woohoo! The fact that they use contract is interesting, isn't it? He described the project as a strategic priority for the sector. He emphasized the new pipeline would improve the sustainability of export operations and provide greater reliability by establishing multiple export points. The initiative is designed to increase operational flexibility, enabling more stable crude shipments from southern ports. According to Abdul Ghani, the pipeline's export capacity is expected to reach 2.4 million barrels per day. Amen. That's good. The project will include an installation of a 48-inch pipeline extending 61 kilometers offshore with a further 9 kilometers onshore. It will also feature the construction of 2 offshore platforms. Iraq is just cooking with all cylinders and providing more and more business coming into Iraq, flooding into Iraq, because everybody's expecting this rate change. But nobody's seen it, but there's a lot of rumors flying, and I included, in my summary that I don't remember. Guys, I don't remember things once I do them. I live in the present moment only. So the fact that that just got uploaded is annoying, but you can watch it after this, and then I guess bring your questions to the margaritas. That's all I can say, because, Turkey bets big on Iraqi oil with new pipeline project. U.S. lawmakers in Iraq boost strategic alliance. There's a different... The U.S. lawmakers in Iraq to boost strategic alliance. These U.S. people are in Iraq. It says a high-level U.S. congressional delegation met with both Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani and Parliament Speaker Mahmoud al-Mashdandi in Baghdad on Sunday. A series of meetings focused on enhancing bilateral ties under the U.S.-Iraq Strategic Framework Agreement. In his meeting with the delegation, Prime Minister al-Sudani reaffirmed Iraq's commitments to a strategic partnership with Washington, calling the relationship beneficial to both friendly peoples. He's calling the U.S. friendly because why? Because Trump is a very reasonable man, and even though the American media hates him, and most of Congress and all the people that are their pipeline of all their corruption is getting shut off, so they hate him even more, and so they're attacking him even more. They're even going so far as to pay protesters to protest, even though, a lot of the Americans that matter, that are here, the citizens that voted him in are very happy, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Aren't we happy? We knew the gold was gone. I know everybody knew the gold was gone, but there isn't an article. There is not an article about it, I'm pretty sure. But they knew the gold was gone, right? They're missing like 400 tons of gold. Yes, and Sabrina, thank you for helping so many people today. So Iraq is happy with their U.S. and their operations. And guys, I just did the summary. And again, it took unseasonably long to load, which must be, I must be over the target, right? Because I'm the one doing the breaking news. Iran says the U.S. outreach could lead to shared solutions. I'm going to need my shake soon to do all these articles after everything I just did this morning. And then I went into my summary. I got back to most of your emails. Again, there's usually a 24 to 48 hour wait time on an email response, but I try to get to you as soon as I get your responses. I'm trying to think what kind of bird that is. It looks like a bluebird in the tree, but I don't think they're back yet. It's been pretty cold. Yeah, when you lose a dog, that's very sad. So Iran, U.S. outreach could lead to a shared solution. It says on Sunday, a senior Iranian military official hoped that the talks with the U.S. and Oman could lead to mutual understanding and cooperation. General Iraq Masjid, an advisor and the commander of the Quds force in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, told Iranian state television that the message from Trump came at a highly sensitive time following rising tensions between the two countries. Trump was the one who requested negotiations with Tehran. He said, rejecting claims that Iran entered into talks due to concerns over military escalation. He wrote a letter asking Iraq to begin talks. Majid confirmed that Iran had responded to the request and that discussions were underway. We hope the talks will produce results that guide both parties towards mutual understanding. Guys, nobody wants to go nuclear in our world. Come on. That's mutually assured destruction. So cooler heads are prevailing because why? We don't have a rogue government funding wars and funding terrorism to make these countries go crazy so they can make more money on war, right? We finally have somebody who's already a billionaire, doesn't need money from manufacturing wars. That's my perspective. Anybody agree with me? Spot on, exactly. Just like, so relations between the United States and Iran had sharply deteriorated when Washington withdrew from the 2015, before Trump got into office, I must admit, nuclear agreement. Since then, the region had witnessed repeated rounds of military and economic escalation, including sweeping U.S. sanctions that have heavily impacted the Iranian economy. Iranian officials say they are seeking a resolution to several long-standing disputes, including the lifting of sanctions. Still, Majid acknowledged the major obstacles remain to reaching a comprehensive agreement. His remarks follow a first round of indirect U.S. Iran talks held on Saturday in Muscat, Oman, with Omani officials mediating between the two sides. The second round is expected next week. Guys, this is a good article. Why? Because it was presented by Iraq, not American media. Thank you, Jesus. Anytime you read something that's from the Washington or the New York Times, it's always slanted as though they don't want to give Trump credit for anything. Just like when there was peace and no war during his entire term, no media ever gave him credit for it. Nobody gave him credit for getting the Abraham Accords in place, right? So he's never gotten credit for all the good work he did. All they've done is try to destroy him and your view of him. I'm here saying truth, facts, and optimism. The truth is he's the best president of my lifetime. If you don't like it, you're deceived. You can't see it, right? And they're throwing all these phrases out there. And yeah, I know. Give him credit for not starting a war. Exactly. He ended all the wars. There was no wars during his term. New AA, you need to go away then. If I'm not going to argue with people on my platform. Start your own platform and promote whoever you want. Promote Kamala if you want. Promote Biden again. Maybe they can put his clone in there, right? And he can destroy us even more. So if that's what you believe, you can just go start your own channel. I'm not interested in arguing with you. I voted for this man 3 times and I'm not afraid to say it now. I was under the other regime because they were taking down channels. Yes, get out of here if you want to argue. I'm not going to argue with anybody. This is my truth, my facts, my optimism. You have your own truth, obviously. We're on opposite sides. So this and these articles prove it because it's facts coming right out of Iraq. They're happy with the negotiations. U.S. lawmakers in Iraq boost strategic alliance. So put that in your pipe of delusion and suck it. Smoke it. Just saying. Iraq sweeps industry push. New directives covering Kurdistan. Guys, I love this. I love watching this country. I love seeing the Middle East have more peace. And yeah, we're gonna block this bullocks. You guys saying bullocks. Thank you. What I'm gonna do is, can you block him forever? Just hide him. I don't want to hear from him. I can already tell who he's under. He's deceived, right? This has been put out over here. Okay, this is let's see if I can translate it. Yeah, sorry to hear about your dog. Oh, I'm so sorry about your dog. I really am. I'm really sorry about your dog. Dogs are our best friends. It is man's best friend. God set it up that way. I didn't. And they really are my best friends, my dogs. And they are so good. They are so loving. They are so kind. And my puppy's learning, man. I'm 4 months into her training. I'm so happy 4 months is done because she still knows some things. She knows most things she can do. There's only a few things she needs to be still working on. That's why we have a trainer and she's coming tomorrow. So I'm really happy she's coming tomorrow. The role of electronic payment in strengthening our banking system. Listen to this. This is going to be a good one, guys. And you know, I like talking about the banking system because I used to be an auditor with Pricewaterhouse where I audited banks. I also dated a branch manager for 5 years, and therefore I know how you need to schmooze those people on the front lines. When you're calling them to find a place to exchange, you cannot call them now though, but you do need my strategies, my 3 steps to a safe exchange. Everybody in the Iraqi Dinar community needs that, so you know what your options are. So you don't just end up in a cafeteria plan. Right? Okay, so here's this article. We're 20 minutes in and we're into the breaking news, the role of electronic payment in strengthening the banking system. In light of the rapid technological developments that the world is witnessing, the financial and banking systems are facing radical transformations aimed at enhancing efficiency, transparency. I need to put my Mrs. Magoo glasses on that I love. I'm proud of my age. I'm 59. Yeah, she has a great learning curve, very fast. Yeah, she's very smart, Macy. She's sleeping because she knows mommy's working. Mommy's desk is a mess. Don't look at mommy's desk. Mommy can be messy when she's working, but I clean it all up before I go to bed. Why? Because my husband likes a very orderly home. So anyways, this article, let's go back to this article. I started at 20 minutes. I'm not doing too bad. So in light of the rapid technological developments the world is witnessing, the financial and banking systems are facing radical transformations aimed at enhancing efficiency, transparency, and financial inclusion. Guys, Iraq has already had those systems in place. We do know every time they put out an article, it's something they've already done. Okay, they've already done this. They're already in the pinnacle of the banking system. Everybody's said it. The IMF has said it. The World Bank has said it, right? Among these transformations, the electronic payment system emerges as one of the main pillars in reforming the banking systems, especially in developing countries such as Iraq. The Iraqi banking system, which has suffered for many years from structural challenges and weak infrastructure, is it's already witnessed positive transformations thanks to the adoption of electronic payment. Electronic payment affects the banking system in general through increased confidence in the banking system. Electronic payment enhances customers' confidence in the banking system by, 1, providing secure and fast payment methods. When individuals feel that their financial transactions are protected and easily carried out, they tend to deposit their money in banks rather than keeping it in cash. They also give them incentive. They give them increased purchasing power for their dinar that we're not seeing here in the US. That's just in country. Why? To encourage them to be part of the banking system, get their digital cards. Promoting financial inclusion, electronic payment facilities facilitates the access of individuals and small businesses to banking services, especially in remote or short branch areas. When more people can open bank accounts and make financial transactions easily, this leads to higher deposit rates, as depositing money in banks becomes more attractive than keeping it outside the banking system. They also give them more money. They give them loans if you're in the banking system. Reducing dependence on cash. In economies that are highly dependent on cash, deposit rates are relatively low due to 3, the spread of monetary culture. By adopting electronic payment, it is possible to reduce dependence on cash and motivate individuals and companies to deposit their money in banks, which leads to increased deposit rates. Improving the efficiency of banking operations. Electronic payment reduces the operational cost of banks as the need for traditional branches and their employees is reduced. Guys, they can replace branches with fancy ATMs, right? That's the way we're going, guys. This improvement in efficiency can be reflected in offering better returns on deposits, making them more attractive to savers. Increasing transparency and combating corruption. Guys, combating corruption is the biggest piece of their new high-tech banking system. Electronic payment enhances transparency in the financial system, where financial transactions become registered and controlled. This reduces the risk of corruption and tax evasion, which enhances customer confidence. I'm so used to paying my taxes, I don't need to evade them, and neither should you, because they'll find you out with these new systems if they've already can, right? Because they've already passed laws that says they can look into your accounts all the way down to every dollar you spend, especially if you know somebody who's already been audited. Because they think if you're a friend of somebody who's been audited by the IRS, you're most likely at fault too, because if you're even chosen, there's a problem. Right? With their new AI system, they're not choosing just people, they're choosing people that have the hallmarks of avoiding taxes. So then that's why they passed out legislation. That's new wisdom that came through me. So if you're in a culture of people that don't pay your taxes, you're all going to get audited together. And us people that following the laws and obeying our tax laws, we're not going to be audited. Right? Just saying. Big Al, Sabrina, thanks for being on today. You guys rock. I appreciate you. Oh, they talk about China, India, Kenya, Sweden. This is a long article. I don't know that I feel like doing it. I'm not going to do another summary today. But, I mean, China, it says, this is what it says. It says, as evidence there's a strong positive relationship between the spread of electronic payment and the increase in deposit rates in the banking system. Global data clearly indicate this. It is noted that countries that have adopted effective electronic payments, such as China, India, Kenya, for example, have increased significantly in their deposit rates, indicating the impact of electronic payment towards the banking system as it comes. So China is one of the most advanced countries in the field of electronic payment, with more than 80% of the population relying on platforms such as Alipay and WeChat Pay. According to World Bank reports, China's deposit rates have risen significantly with the spread of electronic payment, with the ratio of deposits to GDP reaching more than 180% in 2022. Electronic payment has contributed to increasing financial inclusion as the number of bank accounts increased from 64% in 2011 to more than 90% in 2022. And I remember hearing Biden say, let China go first when it came to them having digital coins, central bank digital coins in their banking system. He goes, oh, let China go first. Why? He's paid off by them, obviously, right? China wins when they have one of their candidates in office. So now they don't, right? Hope he has a good time in Poofville, yep. So now we're going to talk about India. In India, India has billions of people, just like China does, whereas we're a tiny country. Well, we let in 10 million, but we were 352 million before we let in 10 million. So India is one of the most advanced countries in the field of electronic payment, with more than 80% of the population. Wait, no. They order this in a weird way. Hold on, India is below that. After the launch of unified payment system in India, the percentage of bank deposits increased significantly. In 2022, the ratio of deposits to GDP reached 75% compared to 60% in 2016. Electronic payment contributed to increasing the number of bank accounts from 35% to 2011 to more than 80% in 2022. And now if you want to know the downsides of that, you'll be on my Zoom on Monday, because I'm never going to come against the systems on this public platform. Just saying. My Zoom Monday will be at 11, and it should be fun. So now we've got India, right? Now you got Kenya. Kenya is one of the leading countries in the use of electronic payment via mobile phones through the M-Pesa system. The percentage of deposits in banks rose from 20% in 2007 to more than 70% in 2022, thanks to the spread of electronic payment and increased financial inclusion. Then you got Sweden. Sweden is one of the most dependent countries on electronic payment, with cash transactions accounting for less than 1% of total transactions. Swedish deposit to GDP is about 90%, reflecting high confidence in the banking system. In Iraq, the ratio of deposits to GDP is still relatively low compared to other countries. We're recording a decrease of 9%. However, since 2024, since their new system and the incentives rolled out in 2024, more incentives for people that had digital cards, and then everybody goes and talks to everybody about it, more people get into the banking system. Since 2024, the banking sector has begun to witness a significant decrease in total value deposits by 9% of its value of 123 trillion dinars in 2024, after it was 133 trillion in 2023, despite the increase in the number of bank accounts after the widespread adoption of electronic payment. And their level rose from 23% to 50% within a few years since 2023. This reveals reasons that led to the decline in the value deposits with the banking system, especially in light of the central bank's directions towards strengthening electronic payment tools and increasing dependence on the banking sector. This poses great challenges for the government to direct and develop medium-term and long-term plans to adopt supportive policy towards those challenges, which are as follows. Weak technological infrastructure, communications and internet networks in Iraq continue to suffer from quality and coverage problem, which hinders the effective implementation of electronic payment systems. Low levels of financial literacy. A large part of the population depends on cash transactions due to a lack of sufficient awareness of the benefits of electronic payment and how to use it. Absence of a legal and regulatory framework. The electronic payment application needs clear laws and regulations that govern electronic payment processes, even though they've already passed those laws. Again, this is something talking about the problems before they were finished, right? They don't want you to know how advanced it is, or people will not want to be part of the system. Do you understand? If you don't, you should be watching the Black Mirror series. Start with season 1, and I don't know how many seasons they do a year, but it's been a long time since I've watched it. I went back. It's on Netflix. Somebody was asking a question, and it led me to find where it's at, because I think you should all watch it. The first season had robotic dogs. The first season had social scoring like they use in China before China ever implemented it. You need to see it. And then there was one that was about dating, right? So it's it's very interesting. So thank you for these new articles, guys. I'm going to go get my shake, though, at some point. Does anybody have any questions? He goes, this has been put out here again, meaning comparing all the other countries that are more advanced and have a better currency, you know, like probably communicating to the people that if you would just get into your bank, maybe our currency would be allowed to be revalued by those banks, right? Many people saying this is our week. I don't know, but it certainly is done at any point. I think everything's been done. Oh, here's the article about the missing gold. I need to do my shake. So, oh, this is a YouTube article. I can't do that. When did that come out? Oh, it started streaming on the 11th. Guys, maybe we'll do that over margaritas. I can't do that right now. But they're talking about Fort Knox. This is an Iraqi dinar question and answer. I want to get your questions answered, because when I have a cocktail, I will not want to be answering a ton of detailed questions. If you have questions about how to upgrade your membership, you should ask them in the chat, because these people know better than I, because they've upgraded their membership. Or those that have upgraded their membership, tell people how easy it is. I want to get some administrative stuff done so that I don't get all these emails that I can't possibly handle today, right? Because I'm going to rest after this. I'm going to take a nap, whatever. Because I'm going to be live again at 5. That's my prerogative. It's my channel. So I'm going to go get a shake while you guys contemplate your questions and talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I need to rest after this because I've been going all morning. And guys, taking the dogs out in this rain sucks, because I have to clean their paws because of my carpets are light colored. Muddy paws show. But thankfully, we got a good color in the living room that doesn't really show dirt, and it's pet-friendly carpet. So again, we did all our improvements on what we want in our home. My heated vest is not doing it right now. Why am I so flipping cold? Thank you, guys. So, guys, I'm going to get just going to show you again how layering is the key to me being warm. Make one for me, Mel. The shake or the margarita tonight? I'm definitely having a drink tonight. I might order a small pepperoni pizza because I never got it. I never got my pepperoni pizza. So the neat things about these vests is the battery is right here. This vest is not as big as the Milwaukee. You might be able to see it if I... Yep, I can't. Here, if I walk away from it, you might be able to see it. The battery's right here. It's like this size, and it's right there. So when you zip it up, you might see the battery. That's the only problem, but it's a heated vest, and oh my God, it's the reason why I survive here. Florida girl living in Maine. I love tropical temperatures, but I've been here. Just figured out, and my husband gets great deals on these things because he's an outdoor guide. So he gets deals on all his clothing through Bean. You know, he works at Beans too. So he gets 33 1/3 off any brand that's Beans. LL Bean brands, he gets 33 1/3 off. When it comes to my supplements, like I'm going to put in my shake because I need protein if I'm going to eat pizza. This Sun Warrior, he gets 50% off because he's an outdoor guide professional. So guys, we seek to save money on everything. So does anybody have questions about the Iraqi dinar? Why I think it's done? Because the Holy Spirit told me to tell y'all it was done. Anthony Casey, hi. I can say hi. Just be nice or you'll get gone. I've got several really good moderators on today. You don't want to mess with them. Just saying, you don't want to mess with them. We don't put up with shenanigans in the chat. That's why I love my mods. We're a happy, positive group. I'm doing some of my supplemental stuff. I do it all in one big shake. I do not have any yogurt because my husband and I, he didn't go to the store. And, you know, we're just coming down from having to show this house all the time. Here, I'm going to pull you over in case anybody has questions about what I'm doing in my shake. I'm fasting until now, right? Usually about 2 o'clock is the longest I can go. So Cardio Essentials, he said they're back in stock. He ordered 5 cans. Hello and blessings. Cardio Essentials is for anybody that heart health issues. I would assume this would work on blood pressure issues. Any of that would be the Cardio Essentials. Provantage is for muscles. I only do a third of a scoop of this in every shake because it just keeps my muscles from pulling. Like I remember when I wasn't doing this, I pulled a muscle in my back easier, right? Like you bend over and you pull a muscle, it makes you feel old. Well, I don't feel old because Provantage is like muscle for your joints. This is Fiber Store. This is for, I always do this before any meal because it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got probiotics. It helps your digestion. It helps scrub your cells of anything nasty in it. It helps eliminate it out your body. Now, if you take that like I do, I take a scoop and a half a day. I take a half a scoop in my shake before dinner, about a half an hour before dinner. Like if I'm getting that pepperoni pizza, I'll do my secondary shake when I order the pizza. Because I want the Fiber Store to be in there and it'll bind to some of the fat and eliminate it from my body. Right? That's just the way it works. And then 24K. Now I do this, I probably won't be able to nap, but at least maybe I can rest, right? So I started before my 5 o'clock. So that's it. That's everything that's in the shake. Again, I like to use 24K because it helps my brain enhancing. I also like to do my Tri MLT. Hello to all. What a cold, rainy day. I know, Jeffrey Smiley. It is crazy today. And man, it's even worse when you got 3 dogs, 12 paws to wipe off. And guys, I got to tell you, I'm not going to go very long this afternoon. Because I'm going to need to take a break before 5. Because guys, I'm a former workaholic. Now I work for God's kingdom. All newbies, if you would hold your questions, she will more than likely answer those questions as she goes. Yes. That's what this is. It's a free Q&A session. Please subscribe and tap the bell. I'm the one who does the fastest summary on the net. And for some reason, I have all the breaking news coming out of Iraq. We get it days before anybody else. So I have raspberries. I just put whatever fruit I want, whatever fruit's available. My husband and I, we always have raspberries, strawberries, and blueberries. Why? Berries are low glycemic. They do not raise your blood sugar. Guys, I have a history of all sorts of stuff in my family. Heart attacks, adult onset diabetes, colon cancer, nodules in your breast, all that stuff. But with Relive, it helps everything. Lord Jesus, what a crazy day. I'm telling you, I'm going to use this glass. Why? Because I don't want to have to do dishes today. Thank God it's Sunday. You know, when I woke up this morning, I thought it was Monday. I was like, oh, thank God it's Sunday. So, show you what my shake looks like. I blended in the blender because I didn't put any ice in it because I'm cold enough. So, I do ice in the summer, but this is what it looks like blended. Just all that stuff. For some reason, Relive makes it taste good. I don't know how they do it. So, see? And then I just... YouTube is acting strange today. I don't know if they're doing an upgrade. Like I said, it took me like 40 minutes to load my Intel summary. I recorded it and started loading it so it would load at 1:30. So you could go right to this and ask questions. It loaded while it was live. I was so annoyed. I wanted you to be able to watch the latest summary from this morning. And guys, if you don't like Relive when you first start, like you got the Now and Energize or whatever, it's just because you really need it. I love this stuff. It tastes really good to me, but if you don't, this is a tip. Take a straw and put it past the first third of your tongue. You only taste stuff on the first third of your tongue. And Relive is designed to be, you drink it right away. I don't sip it. I drink it. It's done. I'm already done with all those ounces. And that'll hold me until right before dinner, until dinner. So my one meal today will it'll either be, what do you think? Small pepperoni pizza or cheese and crackers. Either way, I'm going to get cheese. On a day like this, I want something yummy. Yesterday, I ate 2 big meals, turkey pot pie and those smash burgers. But, you know, it's a weekend. I like to cheat, and it also helps my body. It keeps your metabolism guessing. And since I never get pepperoni pizza unless my husband makes it, he makes good pizza, but there's something about getting a pepperoni pizza at this pizza place. It's just better. I mean, not better. It just has more pepperoni on it. You know, my husband's always like getting lower salt stuff. He's trying to take care of his bride, right? He wants me to live a long time. He knows my history. So he tends to try to make everything healthy, if you know what I mean. And so, oh, she dip. This is, oh, he didn't tell me he didn't do, okay. I got to unload the dishwasher and then load it. Anyway, so he tries to make me healthy. So I end up adding salt to stuff, and I end up, you know, I can only get like a pepperoni pizza when he's gone, right? So it's just kind of funny. Yes, it is, but we can hear her fine and listen. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay, now I can go back in there and have I'm having to pray for my dogs so I don't have to go to the bathroom that much. It is really a pain to take them out in this weather. I'm just saying. This weather is, it's my least favorite. But I keep a good attitude about it. I'm really glad I didn't self-tan today. That would have been terrible. Hold on. So anyways, The Black Mirror is on Netflix. If you want to watch it. Puppies are snoring because I just have them in this one room. Thank you guys for being on my live. Oops. It'll come back. Yay! Hi. I've been freezing. Do you mean to do that, Sabrina? Why? Did she mean to... Guys, are you being... Yes, YouTube is acting bizarre today. I'm evidence of it. It took me forever to load my Intel summary. My plan did not work. It normally would have worked. I'm like, oh, why did I see this? Why didn't I think of this plan before? I'm going to put you over here because I don't like you to see my cowboy hats that I can't wear. Here, I want you to see my be happy sign. There you go. Okay, I have extra water. Does anyone know if Kevin can still get Dinar? And if so, can I get his contact information? Somebody sent me an email saying that his website was down for maintenance. I hid Steven and you unhid him. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I was busy having my shake. Thank you for letting me have my shake. I needed to stop my fast because I was getting burpy. Okay, do I have any questions? Treat yourself, I know. I love pepperoni pizza. I used to do that every once in a while. It's just a good reset for my body. I don't know what it is. My body loves it, and I always have the best poo the next day. It must be the grease. I'm just saying. Guys, When you do relive, you talk about all sorts of stuff. Puppy named Bella. She is 7 months. She is 7 months, 7 months and what? She's a 7-month puppy. She knows how to word fast, but I know you have a puppy, a litter. What's your name? I only have one puppy. I don't have a litter. We rescued this puppy from the best breeder we found, right? We rescued her from her breeder. All I've done is rescue dogs, honestly, because that's what we could afford to do when we were building our business. Is it freezing there? Yes. To me, yes. I'm wearing my heated vest in the house. I am freezing. And it's springtime, but honestly, I freeze more in springtime than I do in the winter. Because in the winter, I'm wearing down, I'm wearing whatever, but in the spring, I always feel colder. So spring is my least favorite season, even though that's when all my flowers start to bloom. I don't like it. A lot of people that live here and love it here love spring. I don't. I'm one of these, I freeze in spring. I don't want to wash my hair because then my head's wet and then it's worse. It's just me. And I try not to complain. I'm in Maine. Gotcha. That happens when we hit at the same time. Oh, you guys were talking about yeah, there's been lots of bananas. There was lots of people earlier. Thank you guys for all you do to moderate. Y'all come to Texas. It's windy, but 89. I would love to come to Texas. I have a Texas hat, but I can't wear it because it's not warm enough. And how's it going in Texas? Right? Aren't you glad the border's closed? I'm telling you, I can't believe it. God, do you know how many negative YouTube channels there are? It's like, I can't even believe. I see all like, oh, this is bad, and this is bad. Texas would love me. I would love Texas, but I'm married to a New Englander. He doesn't always want to live here. He wants to live in a tropical environment like I do. Hold on. So yeah, my breaking news, my Iraqi dinar is up. You can watch it after this. It was 12 minutes and it was a combination. And my stream for 5 o'clock is already loaded, right? So good, there's 279. Is that right? Sorry, I'm confused. So you fixed it, okay. 80 and sunny in South Florida. This is your favorite time of year in South Florida. But guys, I got to tell you, my favorite season here is summer, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's wet. I'm praying that it's a nice summer because I'm still here until this thing happens, right? But then I got my horses at the perfect place. My horses are happy. Philippines for tropical, beautiful. I know it's beautiful in the Philippines. I know, but guys, I have horses. I'm grounded. Like I have horses. And I love my horses. My horses I'm just so grateful I have horses and dogs, right? So does anybody have any questions about the Iraqi dinar? Like I said, my summary got loaded just as I started. Do you guys have any questions that are about this? And I do. In fact, there was a part of my summary that was Vietnam, had Vietnam in it. Dong, Mark was talking about it. Yes, I will. Yes, I've had videos of me riding. My trainer takes them when I'm barrel racing and stuff. It doesn't take long to go around the barrels. But yeah. So I posted lots of video when I was riding last summer, but it's been a while. I own some Iraqi dinar. Is it worth anything yet? It's always worth something, guys. This thing is so close. I mean, guys, if you look at if you just look at what they're doing, right? If you can see beyond the maze of misinformation and disinformation, articles that say, oh, they've got a lot time left. I don't think they do. I think they can do it any time. I mean, it was the CBI governor the end of January announced they announced an imminent launch of major initiative to finance industrial projects. Kevin, what is Kevin's channel? I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him. Guys, my texts are doing a funny thing too. Let me see. Right Side Patriot. I'm going to say, hey, I am live now and at 5. People wondering about your site. I did it all caps. Hopefully he gets it. So guys, I'm just like, hey, Lisa Peters too. How's your grandson doing? I know the justice system is still working its way up. You have his site up, so it works now. Somebody sent me an email with it saying under maintenance, and I didn't have time because, you know, I was trying to rest yesterday. I did peek at my emails, always a mistake. And I apologize, guys. This is a brand new tank top that my husband got. White goes better with gray. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I tend to like the bling. So anyways, I apologize because my décolletage does look different, but my husband got these for me. I'm going to say, honey, I don't think I can wear these online. Like, he hasn't seen them. He just gave them to me. I just got them the other day, and I just put them on today because I was, like I said, I was just inspired to wear something. And this came in yesterday. It was a gift to myself, and it was in there in the box. So I just threw it on today, and I'm loving the gray today. 152 people are only 79 likes. Yes, please hit the likes. I'm here to answer your questions for free. Yes, always costume jewelry. I'm always here to help you with the Iraqi dinar. What about the musical instruments? Well, these are my husband's. These are ukuleles. My guitars are in the other room, right? He hangs the ukuleles in this office. It's a better place. My guitars are big. I have a big Gretsch. I have a acoustic electric. I have a, whatever. I might play tonight. I don't know. I usually have to have a margarita or two to play live because I'm out of practice, right? And I'm not, you know, so yeah, I love the guitar. I love the acoustic guitar. It's my favorite, and I like to play. I'm looking for some new songs to play though. And I'm thinking some of Megan Mulroney's songs might be easier to play. Like, Am I Okay? I love that song. And she got the Country Music Artist of the Year. Oh, Sherry DBR. Mark Z said he had to be silent on timing the other day. He was strangely quiet. Yes, I do. I sing and I play at the same time. Yes. I'm not the best, guys. I chose accounting for a reason because I'm gifted at numbers and money. I'm really gifted at money. Yeah, and thanks to all my members. And guys, remember, the Miracle Manifestation level and up will be on the Zoom Monday morning at 11. Yes, everybody hit the like. Guys, this is a channel that has a lot of different stuff in it. I'm primarily, my message failed to send. I don't know why. I'm having technology issues. I've been having them for like a week and a half. My husband has tried to help me, and there's been no solution. I'd love to hear you sing a verse or two. Okay. What am I from? What state am I from? I'm from Pennsylvania. I was born in Pennsylvania, but I spent some time in West Virginia, enough to get beat up in the bathroom or get beat up in study hall. And then my fondest memory was junior high and high school in Wyoming. I graduated high school in Wyoming. Then I went back to Pennsylvania because I wanted to go to like a good university, like Penn State or whatever. But, you know, it was too expensive. My dad was retiring. I didn't want to put it on him. He probably would have paid for it, but I didn't want him to go into debt when he was retiring. So I went to Florida on spring break and decided to move there instead. Because guess what? The in-state tuition in Florida was cheaper than anywhere else. I don't know what it's like now, but guys, when is the Kentucky Derby? It's in May, right? Man, I like Sandman. I'm fascinated with Sandman. Yeah, so I'm glad Mark Z was quiet. Your son lives in Florida? Oh, I hope you visit him a lot. I lived in Florida for years. My mom used to come visit me, probably when she wanted to get warm. You said over a year ago the Dinar deal was done. That's my faith, Anthony. I teach you how. This is a faith and financial channel. Faith the size of a mustard seed can move the mountain, right? I'm helping people know how to manifest this. So yeah, I said it over a year ago. It's like 2.5 years ago. And believe me, I talk to God about that all the time. But he made me tell you it was done. And he confirmed it with many, many signs and wonders. He's still doing signs and wonders. A wild turkey landed in my backyard. Yesterday, he gave me miracles. I was sitting there going, God, I'd really like the smash burger because I want to eat more today because I don't eat much when I'm doing 3 lives and, an intel summary. And all of a sudden, my husband gets out of the shower. He goes, do you want me to go get you one of those smash burgers? I go, yes. So we had that, and then we heated up the turkey pot pie for dinner. So I ate a lot yesterday, but today I really still want something warm. I'm telling you, my fingers are cold. I wish you could feel them. My hands are ice. Who looked intense? Sherry says he looked intense. Oh, okay, not your fault. Misunderstood. Oh, that's okay. You didn't have to delete that message, by the way, that I said a year and a half ago or whatever. Guys, I know it. I get attacked all the time for my faith. I've got a double dose of faith. Jesus Christ showed up in my Jeep February 22nd of 2000. That's just my testimony. I get a double dose of faith. I can believe things before I see them. So, hello from Tel Aviv, Israel. Hello, Oscar de la Yenta. I'm glad you're in Israel. Are you just visiting or do you live there? Smash burgers are the bomb, I know, and we didn't have to make them. He went and got them at the local. Remember when I went out that day and did errands, and I took y'all with me? I went live. One of the things I did was I stopped at that local. It's a distribution network for local meats, like grass-fed beef and stuff. And I asked him, when are you going to have those smash burgers again? They do them every Saturday. They start at like 11. And they're not done till 1. My husband waited 40 minutes for them to finish one. They made 2 fresh ones for us. It was just a blessing. Mark C. looked intense in his silence. Even took his glasses off so he couldn't say anything. Guys, my special friend over in Iraq that gives me intel, he's been under an NDA for a while. Right? And Jack, who's in chat, said that their interpreter not saying a word. You heard the articles. I just had some breaking news that I'm not going to do another summary. I'm going to rest after this. I have to rest. I have to rest and, you cook yours also and brown the tortillas. Yes, you like to have yours in a tortilla, right? I would have loved that, but I just, I took what my husband was offering. RV soon, so get ready for financial freedom. I'm so ready. Guys, I'm so ready for this to be over so we can talk about how to preserve it, like through the mastermind Zooms on Mondays at 11. Sharon Hoto, Mel, have you been tested for Raynaud's? No, I don't have anything like that, guys. I don't have any problem. My fingers don't get gray or pink. No, I don't have problems like that. I don't go test for diseases. Right? I walk in divine health. My hands being cold is because I'm here in Maine. God knows that. That's why I have sleeveless gloves. It has nothing to do with my body. It has to do with living here. It's not a condition. It's because I love tropical temperatures, but God forces me to live here. Seriously. This is a God thing. My husband was holding my hands last night on the couch. He goes, "Why are your hands so warm down here, but when we get up to bed, they're freezing?" He calls me popsicle fingers. Get upside. Anyways. Yeah, so guys, I don't go looking for disease like my whole medical establishment is the disease detection. They want to find disease. You get what you focus on. I focus on living and walking in divine health, right? God told me it will be done 22 years ago, and I still believe it. He didn't say when, just that it will happen, and I haven't lost faith. Well, congratulations, William White. You're not like the rest. You're like me. And mine was only 2.5 years, but I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit led me to buy this. And I asked him to confirm whether we should invest in this because we were lacking money at the time he brought this to me. James Fields, you're welcome. Yeah, I don't think I can take a nap today though. Guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being on. So we have 168 watching. Me too, lacking in money and having faith. Amen. God's your provider. Lord Jesus, I pray everybody gets 100-fold for whatever they have to pay to be part of my membership or to get my strategies. God told me to tell you, you would get 100-fold, and you have to do the math. You have to ask him. Faith is a mustard seed, moves a mountain. I'm just believing this thing is done. I need to do my hair too, but it is too flipping cold for me to do my hair. I mean, I had a really hot shower today. That's how I was inspired to get warm. And so anyways, after this, I will change the link and put it to my Intel summary. When I end this, because I'm going to end this really soon, I'm praying for Angie, I'm praying that God gives you more money, right? What I'm going to do is put the link to my Intel summary, which was 12 minutes, even though it says 11 in the cover page. It was all the breaking news, but then we did have breaking news when I started this, starting at 20 minutes. But we're 60 minutes in. The breaking news was at 20 minutes. So I will put timestamps 20 minutes, and then you guys can listen to the breaking news out of Iraq. And then tonight, look up Mark Z's history for the past 3 years. Has been saying this week over and over again. Well, all the Intel people could be called liars for saying it's done, it's done, it's done. But guys, one day somebody's going to be right. Because guys, this is a foregone conclusion. If you look, we started fasting and praying this in the first 3 days of every month. For a year, we did that. And progress, great progress was made because some things come out only by fasting and praying. Now, if you look at the fact that they've changed the rates in country, like the people in the e-payments and getting the e-payments, that is the key to this system. And remember, Iraq doesn't post an article until they're already done with something. I think Jack has gone away. Sabrina, have you heard from Jack? He got back on, but you know, he was drinking earlier, so they might be sloshed. Your summaries rock. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to go over here I got to go over here. Why? Cuz my stove is on. This is how I survive. I stay in this room. It's not even that hot yet. Darn it. This is my stove. Oh, Roxy, my darn dogs. Every time I get up, they come over to me. Like as if I'm gonna... she just wants love. This is my Vermont Castings stove. It's a propane stove. Uh-oh. My thing is going whacked. Here, hold on. I gotta reset it. Sorry. Melanie, what have you not? I caught an article stating some foreign currency will increase in value. Sorry, I didn't get the link. I did an Intel summary of all the Iraqi dinar updates. It did have a little bit of the Vietnam dong, but I forgot to put it in the summary until I started talking about it. I do the fastest summaries on the Iraqi dinar, and we believe it's done. Oh, thank you, Lisa. She goes, Melanie, you absolutely saved me from myself yesterday. Your podcast, though I watched the replay, was just what I needed to hear. You have truly found your calling. Thank you. The dong. Yes, Mark Z mentioned the dong. Because, guys, there's a lot going on in Vietnam right now. There's a lot going on over there, but, guys, you can only manifest one thing at a time. Let's focus on the Iraqi dinar. I believe and want the dinar to happen just to share, not to change my life. Exactly. Well, my husband's hoping it'll happen, too. I mean, thankfully, we were blessed enough to be able to pay off our mortgage this past week. That was a blessing. That was my husband's idea. Thank God. Because when it was my idea, it wasn't happening. Right? What about sports cards? I'm not a collector. I've never been a collector of those things. I like cryptos. I like foreign currency. I do hold junk silver only and some gold, but I prefer the jewelry kind. This is all junk silver. This is not even silver. This is costume jewelry is what it is. But my rings are real that I wear, right? Jeanette, you're welcome. Yes, I want to help my family. I want to help all my siblings never have to worry about money again, because some of them are still working even in retirement. And now my sister, my oldest sister, is probably the best well off, but she had some terrible complications after submitting to things we can't talk about, and we don't want to hear it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. She fell, she lost her balance and she fell, and she broke her collarbone and several other, I don't know, she messed up her wrist and her hip all on one side, and she has not come out of it. So she's having hospice care at her house, not because she's dying, but they're just having to help her. She just went into a funk. All she does is watch TV. So that will take you down, right? You have to be careful what you fill your mind with. Merle Miller, how long you think it could potentially be till we see things coming here? I don't know. God told me to tell you it was done. So we don't know. Waiting is good. It teaches us how to walk by faith and increases our relationship with Christ as we trust him day by day. Yep. Guys, the best is truly yet to come, I believe. So anyways, I hope you'll join us on the Zoom on Monday. That's for Miracle Manifestation members and Mastermind Group members. Dale just texted me today. He said, are we having 2 Zooms? I said, no, we're combining them, because usually my Manifestation Zooms are the 15th and the 30th. And my Miracle Masterminds are every Monday at 11. So if you want me every Monday, you'll become a Mastermind member. That's the 4th level of my channel. If you want me just twice a month, bi-monthly, then you become a Miracle Manifestation member. And if you can just come in at any level, you'll still get 100-fold, right? You just won't have access to the Zooms unless you're at the 3rd or 4th level. Then you get access. The first 2 levels, you still get all this specialized content. We've been so busy. Now we're finally taking a breather. Except my husband's now interviewing people to do all these contracts around this existing house since we're not selling it. What was I going to say? Oh, I did a members only live stream. You should go watch it if you're a member at any level, right? Because I was doing separate content, but I got behind and I felt bad because why? Because of showing this house for 4 months and getting a puppy. I got behind. I'm only human, and I'm still doing 3 lives a couple times a week, and I'm looking forward to tonight at 5 where we'll celebrate. Yes. Yes, we're all supposed to help everybody, right? Okay, guys, it's 3:17. I'm going to be live again at 5. My Intel summary is loaded. It's 12 minutes. I hope you can find it. But if not, I will change this link of this live. It has to process before I can do that, though. So it takes a little bit of time. So look for my live summary. It's called Took Forever to Load. So YouTube is weird today. I don't know, the full moon. I don't know. I don't know why it took so long to load. But it's called, let's see. It's called Iraqi Dinar Breaking News, 11 minutes, but it's 12. It's 12:07. I didn't know because it hadn't loaded yet, and then it took forever to load. So it must be a good one if it took forever to load. Just saying. So here, let me see if I can add this now. Hold on while I got you. This is the live now. Let me see if I can add no, you can't add the cards. The ending cards can't be done while I'm live. So, guys, that's all I have for you until 5 o'clock. Love, love, love my family here. I know, guys, this is the best family on the YouTube, I think. I think we get the breaking news because of Jack and crew, right? I think Jack had to go. Guys, they're under extreme tension over there, right? Thank you, Jack, crew, and mods. I know, the mods are doing a great job. They show up and they keep it. Yep, I'll be back at 5. Me too, guys. Have your cocktail ready. I'm going to order a pizza. I don't know when it'll come in. I might be eating live, but, hopefully that's okay. Humidity with rain makes me feel colder. Karen Price, you just now explained my life every spring. April showers bring May flowers, but when it's 37 but feels like 27, and it's rainy and you have to take the dogs out several times a day, it is bone chilling, flipping cold. So I recommend these heated vests. I've got 4 batteries up to go. I'm going to wear this the rest of the day. Yes, I'll see everybody at 5. Family vibe here. Yes. Guys, we are a family. Why? Because I'm distant from my family. My family lives all over the country and the world. My brother lives in Greece with his wife and his son. And my sister lives in Georgia. My other siblings live in West Virginia. So I don't get to see anybody. I'm flipping up here in Maine. We're a long ways away from anybody. So I love that I have family that I can go to every day, and we're like-minded. We're in the same investment. We can do a mastermind together every Monday at 11, and I'm going to be inviting people to this, right? So I hope you'll join us. So, yes, so Campbell's Creations. Yes, they'll figure it out. Campbell's Creations, you were very talented with your quilting. I see your stuff on Facebook. And yeah, we love you guys. Guys, we'll see you at 5. And I'm going to have a cocktail and I'm going to want to celebrate. Because now that I have some shake in me, some food in me, I'm going to chill. I have to take the dogs out. Then I'll be able to chill out. So maybe I'll be able to take a nap. Maybe not. Right? But I'll see you at 5. I should be on time. Amen. God bless everybody. I will see you at 5. And, you know, definitely look at my Intel summary. It was only 12 minutes. Okay? And make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe, tap the bell, do all that kind of good stuff, and I'll see you at 5. Okay, bye guys, everybody. I'm praying for everybody. Lord Jesus, bless everybody with peace, happiness, and joy today on this Sunday, Palm Sunday. And God bless. I'll see you later. Bye.